Welcome to session 23, partial fraction with distinct factors, distinct linear factors असा प्रकार आपण बघतोय. यातला फर्स्ट टाइप we have seen simple factors. Then if degree of numerator equal to degree of denominator, then adjust denominator in numerator in last session. Also, if numerator is greater than denominator, actual division, find quotient and remainder, and then divide separately. Factorize denominator if possible, and then use partial fraction. Up till we come to that, if denominator each and every factor contains square term, then put x square equal to m for partial fraction only, and do exercises on it for you. Okay, in this session, same part but substitution part. Why substitution? Check here. In last problem, everywhere x square. Is everywhere x square? No, here 2x. Degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. It's okay, but here x square, everywhere factor is x square. X square is not a linear, it is a quadratic. And therefore, what we do? The derivative of x square is 2x, and therefore we use substitution in integration. Put x square equal to t. If we differentiate with respect to x, we get 2x with respect to x equal to dt. And then our integral becomes integration of 2x dx dt upon 2 plus t plus 3 and by partial fraction. And here we use partial fraction. What is partial fraction? Integrand with respect to limit 2 plus t plus 3 equal to 2 factors, 2 constant on numerator plus b into t plus 3, and this is number 1. Up till any problem? See here. Okay. Then taking LCM, common denominator of both sides, 1 equal to cross multiplication a into t plus 3 plus b into 2 plus t, and carry second number. Put 1 by 1 factor equal to 0 means add 2 plus t equal to 0 means t equal to minus 2. We got 1 equal to minus 2 plus 3, that is a, plus 2 minus 2 0, and therefore you got a equal to 1. Am I correct? Similarly, at second factor, xt plus 3 equal to 0 means t equal to minus 3, and therefore we got 1 equal to minus 3 plus 3 0 plus b into 2 minus 3 minus 1 means value of b is minus 1. Up till any problem? We got a, we got b, and therefore our partial fraction completes. 1 upon 2 plus t into t plus 3 equal to a upon first factor b minus 1 upon second factor. Use this part in integration, and therefore our integration becomes integration of 1 upon 2 plus t minus 1 upon t plus 3 with respect to t, and that is equal to 1 upon x, linear factor आहे 2 plus t, coefficient 1, no need of writing it, minus log of t plus 3 plus constant of integration log a minus log b, which is equal to log of 2 plus t upon 3 plus t or t plus 3 plus c. Putting value of t, answer is complete, and therefore our answer is log of 2 plus x square upon 3 plus x square plus constant of integration c, and this is your answer. Check it whether we are correct. Okay, here permanent substitution problems. Okay, last time only for partial fraction up till value of a and b. Okay, one more problem. See, integration of 1 upon x into x raised to 5 plus 1. Okay, here x raised to 5 plus 1 are not further factorizable. Here only x. Here x raised to 5, what I do? Then in this problem, what is derivative of x raised to 5? Derivative of x raised to 5 is 5 times x raised to 4. 5 is a number. Okay, so what we do? Multiply and divide by x raised to 4. So you got, am I correct? What I do? Multiply and divide by x raised to 4. So x raised to 4, x raised to 4 into x, x raised to 5. Now what I do? Put x raised to 5 equal to t. If we differentiate it, we got 5 times x raised to 4 dx equal to dt, and therefore x raised to 4 dx equal to dt by 5. Am I correct? If I put those value here, why? Because this is not possible. Only we have given up to quadratic factors. This is not a quadratic polynomial, and therefore we do this. Okay, x raised to 4 dx dt upon 5, x raised to 5 t into t plus 1. Am I correct? Here two ways, partial fraction, and other is simply adjusting 1 upon t into t plus 1 dt. And hence, if we use partial fraction by partial fraction or directly, 1 upon t into t plus 1 equal to a upon first factor plus b upon second factor. Am I correct? A upon first factor into b upon second factor. If we cross multiply again, you got 1 equal to a into t plus 1 plus b into t, and put 1 by 1 equal to 0 at first factor equal to 0. So t equal to 0, what we got? 1 equal to a into 0 plus 1, 1 plus b into 0, 0, and therefore what we got? Therefore a equal to 1, first value. Second factor, at t plus 1 equal to 0 means t equal to minus 1. We got 1 equal to minus 1 plus 1, 0 minus b, and implies b equal to minus 1. Again same value. Put in 1, and therefore, in partial fraction completes t into t plus 1 equal to a. A means 1 upon t minus b minus 1 plus t plus 1, and therefore our integral becomes 1 upon 5 1 upon t minus 1 upon t plus 1 with respect to t. Am I correct? See here, and that is equal to 1 upon 5 as it is. 1 upon x is nothing but log x, log t. It is again log of t plus 1, coefficient 1, no need of writing it. and that is equal to log a minus log b log of a upon b, that is which is equal to log of t upon t plus 1 plus constant of integration c 1 upon 5 as it is, and last step 1 upon 5 log of what is value of t. Answer is covered, put its value t equal to x raised to 5 upon x raised to 5 plus 1 plus constant of integration c, and hence the problem. Okay. Third problem, integration of 1 upon sin x plus sin 2x, or next problem again given in our exercise 1 upon 2 sin x plus sin 2x or sin 2x plus cos x. Such type of 2-3 problems are given in our exercise. Out of this is one of the problem. Okay, how to solve? This is only linear factors, quadratic factors, repeated factors, no factors. And which is in trigonometry, and this is for algebraic. Partial fraction is for algebraic factors. What I do? Which is equal to, okay, sin x, angle is different, try to make same angle by using formula 2 times sin x cos x dx. Okay, then yes, sin x is common, take outside, into bracket 1 plus 2 cos x. If we put cos x equal to t, because sin single is 1 plus 2 cos x, out of these two this is complicated. So if I put cos x equal to t, its derivative is minus sin x, is here sin x, negative sign leave for a short while. Yes, and therefore what we do? Multiply and divide by adjacent derivative. Sin into sin, sin square into 1 plus 2 cos x dx. Again, this is a derivative of cos, therefore convert this sin square in terms of cos square. How? Integration of sin x upon 1 minus cos square x into 1 plus 2 cos x with respect to x. Now it's okay. Now use substitution. Put cos x equal to t, and therefore if we differentiate it, minus sin x dx equal to dt. We have only sin x, and therefore sin x dx equal to minus dt. If I put this value here, I got minus dt, sin x dx minus dt upon 1 minus t square 1 plus 2t. It's again two factors are there, minus 1 upon 1 minus t, 1 plus t and 1 plus 2t dt. Am I correct? Now these are three factors. By partial fraction use. Okay, by partial fraction. Integrand minus 1 upon 1 minus t, 1 plus t, 1 plus 2t equal to, okay, by partial fraction, this is equal to, three factors are there, and therefore we write as a upon first factor 1 minus t, b upon second factor 1 plus t, c upon third factor 1 plus 2t, call it as 1, And if we take LCM, then we got, and therefore minus 1 equal to, if we make same denominator, we got a into 1 plus t, 1 plus t into 1 plus 2t plus b into 1 minus t, 1 plus 2t plus c into 1 minus t, 1 plus t, 1 minus t square. Am I correct? Then put 1 by 1 factor equal to 0. पहिला factor at 1 minus t equal to 0 means t equal to 1. We got minus 1 equal to 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 3 plus 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus 1 square 0, and therefore we got a equal to minus 1 by 6. Similarly, second factor at t plus 1 equal to 0 means t equal to minus 1. We got minus 1 equal to 1 minus 1 0, b into 1 minus minus plus 2, 1 minus 2 minus 1, again minus 1 square plus 1 0, and therefore you got value of b 1 upon 2. This minus becomes plus, 2 into 1 2 goes to that side. Similarly, third factor at 1 plus 2t equal to 0 means t equal to minus 1 half. What we got? Minus 1 equal to 1 plus 2t equal to 0. 1 plus 2t equal to 0. So t equal to minus 1 half. 1 half square. C into 1 half square 1 by 4. Okay, and therefore 4 minus 1 3 by 4. 3 by 4 goes to that side. We got minus 4 upon 3. Check these values. Am I correct? See yourself. Then put these values here. So our partial fraction becomes, and therefore minus 1 upon 1 minus t, 1 plus t, 1 plus 2t equal to, yes, a. What is value of a? Minus 1 by 6, 1 minus 2 plus b, 1 half, 1 plus t plus c, 1 plus 2t, and therefore our integral becomes, we have take its integral sign, and therefore I equal to constant outside minus 1 upon 6 integration of 1 minus t dt, constant outside 1 half constant 1 plus 1 upon t dt minus 4 upon 3 constant 1 upon 1 plus 2t dt. Now linear factors log, which is equal to minus 1 upon 6 log of 1 minus t upon minus 1. Why? Coefficient is minus 1. 1 half log of 1 plus t, 1, no need of writing it, minus 4 upon 3 log of 1 plus 2t upon 2, coefficient 2, and therefore write it here. If we simplify it, what I got? This minus becomes plus 1 upon 6 log of 1 minus t, t nothing but cos x plus 1/2 log of 1 plus t cos x minus 2 ones 2 twos 2/3 log of 1 plus 2 cos x and plus constant of integration c. One of the best problem if asked for 3 or 4 marks. Okay. Similarly, we also solve some problems like this. Just like last problem, these are 3 problems for you. First problem, use again 2 times sin x cos x, 2 common, 2 sin common, bracket मध्ये 1 plus cos राहील, cos चा derivative minus sin, multiple and divide by sin. If we multiply and divide by sin and then put cos x equal, याचं रूपांतर sin स्क्वेअरचं 1 minus cos स्क्वेअर मध्ये करा, put cos x equal to t. काय करायचं, याच्यासाठी फॉर्म्युला वापरायचा, and if we use formula then you got 2 sin x common and in bracket 1 minus cos x, then multiple and divide by sin, then convert sin into sin square into 1 minus cos square and then put cos x equal to t, solve as above. Okay, this problem like this. Similarly for this sin 2x, 2 times sin x cos x common. If we take cos x common, then it becomes cos x equal to 2 sin x plus 1. Then here bracket, this factor is typical than this. So if we put sin x equal to t, its derivative cos x means multiple and divide by cos x, then convert this cos square as a sin square, 1 minus sin square into 2 sin x plus 1 and here cos x, and then put sin x equal to t and solve as above. Again similar pattern. Similarly here derivative of cos is minus sin, multiple and divide by sin. Again convert sin square as a 1 minus cos square and then put cos x equal to t. These are similar problems like above problems. Try yourself. Okay. This is also given in our exercise, and in next session we learn towards next type of partial fraction.